In this video we are going to study about the concave mirror. So first we will take the concave mirror. So this is our concave mirror. So this concave mirror, it is a part of a sphere. So for example, consider this is our sphere. So in this sphere, if we cut this portion, a part of this portion, so this portion is called as the spherical mirror. So we will take this spherical mirror and we will do one side polish and we will use it as the concave mirror. So in this concave mirror, consider this is one sphere, big sphere. Of this big sphere, this is the center of curvature and we will represent it as the C. And next this one we will represent it as AB. This is the aperture. So for this aperture, the midpoint is called as the pole and we will represent it as the P. So next after that we will join these 2 points from center of curvature to pole, and this line we will call it as the principal axis. And next after that, from center of curvature to pole, the midpoint of this point we will call it as the focus point and we will represent it as the F. And next after that, the distance from center of curvature to pole, this distance we will call it as the radius of curvature. This is the radius of the imaginary sphere, so we will represent it as the R. And next, the distance from focus to the point pole, this distance we will call it as the focal length. We will represent it as F. So this is our focal length. And next after that, these are the terms of this spherical mirror. So in this spherical mirror, C is the center of curvature, F is the focus point, P is the pole, A to B is the aperture, the midpoint of these two is the pole, and the midpoint of center of curvature to pole is the focus, and the distance from center of curvature to this pole, this total distance is called as the radius of curvature, and the distance from focus to pole, that distance, this distance we will call it as the focal length. So this is all about the terms we are using in the spherical mirror. So next we will go for the rules to draw image. Rules to draw image for concave mirror. So in concave mirror, we will get the different images, and those images we will obtain with the help of the ray diagram. So first we will study about the rules how to draw the image. So for that we will study the first rule. So for that first rule we will take the concave mirror. So this is our concave mirror. So for this concave mirror, first we will draw the principal axis which is passing through the pole. So here see why this line we are calling it as the principal axis means any line if you draw from center of curvature to this sphere, this line is also called as axis. If you draw another line, this line is also called as axis. All the line which are drawing from center of curvature to this sphere, all these lines are the axis, but the line which is passing through the pole is called as the principal axis. So here we have drawn the principal axis. This is our focus point. This is our center of curvature. So first rule says that whenever a ray of light is passing parallel to principal axis, after reflection this ray will pass through the focus. So this is the first rule of the ray diagram to get the image for the concave mirror. So in the first rule, this is our incident ray. This incident ray is parallel to principal axis. After reflection it is passing through the focus. So this is the first rule. So next, second rule, again we will take the concave mirror and next we will draw the principal axis. This is our pole, this is our focus point, and this is our center of curvature. So next, if the ray of light is passing through the focus, means our incident ray is passing through the focus, after reflection means after reflecting to this mirror, it will returns back, and this reflected ray is parallel to the principal axis. Reverse of the first rule. So first rule says that whenever the incident ray is parallel to principal axis, after reflection it will pass through the focus point. Here if the incident ray is passing through the focus, after reflection it will becomes parallel to principal axis. So this is the second rule. So next we will go for third rule. So this is our concave mirror. Again here we will draw the principal axis, pole. This is our focus. This is our center of curvature. So in this if the ray of light is passing through the center of curvature, means if the incident ray is passing through the center of curvature, after reflection the ray will go in the same path, means the reflected ray is also traveling in the same path. Why it is traveling in same path means this line is called as the radius of curvature, and this is our sphere, and this will makes the normal. If this is the radius and this is the sphere, always the tangent will become so much perpendicular. So if it is perpendicular means this line will act as a normal line. Means whenever a ray of light is traveling in a normal line, the reflected ray will also travel back in the same. So it is called as the normal incidence, and this we will call it as the principle of reversibility of light. Principle of reversibility of light. And next we will go for the fourth rule. Again we will draw the concave mirror. We will draw principal axis, pole. This is focus point and this is the center of curvature. If the incident ray is incident at the point P, making an angle theta with the principal axis. So see here, this is the incident ray which is joining at the point P. Means if this incident ray is at the point P, after that it will returns back making an angle theta. Same angle theta. Suppose here if it is making a 30-degree angle, means the reflected rays also it is 30 degree, because incident ray reflected ray always equal according to the laws of reflection. Here also laws of reflection will apply, and this line will becomes the normal. And next, so this one we will call it as the oblique incidence. So these are the rules to draw the ray diagram to get the image for the concave mirror. So using these rules we will draw the image using the concave mirror. So first we will take the case 1. So see here how we will draw images means, first we will place object beyond C. If we are placing object beyond C, where we will get the image and what type of image we are getting. So we will change the position of the object and we will see where the image will be formed and what type of image we are getting. So all this we will study one by one. So first we will take the case 1. So in case 1 we will place the object beyond the C, means object is kept beyond the center of curvature and we will see where the image is formed with the help of the ray diagram. So first we will take case 1. In case 1 we will take object beyond C. Means when the object is kept beyond the center of curvature, where we will get the image, what type of image we will get, all we will see with the help of the ray diagram. So we will draw first concave mirror. So this is our concave mirror and we will draw principal axis and we will point the P pole. This is our focus point. This is our center of curvature, and next here we will place our object. This is our object and this object we will represent it as A and this is B. Head we will represent it A and the end we will represent with the B. So now how we will draw the ray diagram is, to get any image we always get two rays, means we are it's important to get the two rays, where the two rays will intersect, at that point image will be formed. So for that we will take the two rays. So consider first the ray is passing parallel to principal axis. From point A the ray is passing parallel to this principal axis. So we know the rule that whenever a ray is parallel to principal axis, after reflection it will passes through the focus point. So this is our reflected ray. Next ray we will take here. If the ray of light is passing through the focus, after reflection it will becomes parallel. So here we will get the image. Here we will write it as A dash and here we will write it as B dash. So this is the image, because here the two rays are meeting, this reflected ray and this reflected ray. These two rays are actually meeting at this point, and this point we will consider it as the image, and we will take the perpendicular, because whenever the ray of light is traveling normal to this mirror, always it is reflected back in the same direction. So here the image B dash will be formed on the principal axis, because object is also placed on the principal axis. So image is also at the principal axis, and the two rays where the rays are actually meeting, that point we will consider it as the image, because when we observe at this point, from here if we view, these two rays will enter in our eyes, and these two rays are actually meeting at this point. So this point we will consider it as the image. So this is the image, this is the object. AB is the object, A dash B dash is the image, and this image we are obtained with the help of the concave mirror, and we have obtained this image with the help of the ray diagram. So now we will write the properties, what type of image we have got. So first we will write where the image is formed. Image, where the image is formed, between C and F, center of curvature to focus point, between these 2 points we have obtained the image. So we will write image between C and F. Second, we will write about the whether the image is erect or it is inverted. So now see here, this the object which is upright, means which is straight, means upward direction, this one we will call it as the erect. If we are getting the reverse, means if we are getting the inverted image, we will call it as the inverted image. So image is inverted. Always inverted images are real. So we will write it as real image is formed, because here actually rays are intersecting, we are not extending the rays. Here the two rays are actually meeting. When the two rays actually meet, we will call it as the real image. So here in this case we are getting the real image. Next we will go for the size of the image. What is the size of image? Whether it is bigger than the object, whether it is smaller than the object, that we will see, that we will compare, and we will write the size of image. So here this size is bigger and this image size is smaller. So here we will write it as the term diminished. So image is diminished. Diminished means the image size is smaller as compared to the size of the object. So this is about the case 1. Means whenever the object is kept beyond the center of curvature, this is your center of curvature. If you place any object beyond center of curvature, always the image is formed between C and F. So this is about the case 1. Next we will go for case 2. Object. Now in this first case, object is beyond C. Now we will take this object and place at the center of curvature. So object at C, means when the object is placed at center of curvature, where the image will be formed, what type of image will be formed, we will see with the help of ray diagram. So now see here, I have drawn the concave mirror. So this is our concave mirror, and this is our principal axis. This is the pole, and here is the focus point, and here is the center of curvature. So now here I will place object on the center of curvature. At this point, if we are placing the object, where we will get the image. So in this case, this is A and this is B. So from A we will take a ray of light which is parallel to principal axis. Means one ray we will take parallel to principal axis, So after reflection it will pass through the focus. And next one ray we will take which is passing through the focus. We already know that after means whenever the ray of light is passing through the focus, after reflection it will becomes parallel to principal axis. So this is the reflected ray and this is the reflected ray. These two are reflected rays, these two are the incident rays from the object. So now see here where these two rays are meeting. So these two rays are meeting at this point and we will join these 2 points, and here we will represent it as A dash and this point is B dash. Means AB is the object and A dash B dash is the image. Means here we are getting the image. Now we will write the character of this image. So first image is at image is formed at which point? At center of curvature. Object is placed at center of curvature. Image is also formed at the center of curvature. So image is at the C. Next you see whether the image is erect or inverted. We are getting inversed image. So we will call it as the inverted. Always inverted images are real. So we will write it as real. And 4th point about the size. This size and this size both are same, means object size and image size both are same. So we will write it as same as that of object. Same as object. Means suppose if the object is 2 centimeter, image also will be formed 2 centimeter. Means here in this case size will be same. Means when the object is placed at the center of curvature, image is also formed at the center of curvature and size is also same, but difference is what? We will get the inverted image. So this is about the case 2. Next we will go for case 3. So in case 3 we will place the object between C and F. So we will take here case 3. So in case 3 we will take object between, first we have placed beyond C, second case we have placed between C and F, second case we have placed at C, now we will place between C and F. So this is our concave mirror. Next we will draw the principal axis. This is pole, this is focus point, and this is the center of curvature. So next here we will place object between C and F. Means whenever the object is placed between C and F, where the image will be formed, let's see. First we will draw the incident ray which is parallel to principal axis. So this is the incident ray parallel to principal axis. After reflection it will passes through the focus. Next, second ray, when the ray of light is passing through the focus, after reflection it will becomes parallel. So this is the incident ray and this is our reflected ray. Second incident ray is passing through the focus. After reflection it is becoming parallel to the principal axis. So now see here at this point the 2 rays are meeting, means here our image will be formed. So we will draw one perpendicular line, and here if it is AB object, here we will get A dash and this is the B dash, means this is the image. So we have got the image beyond the C. Now we will write about the characters, properties of the image. So first we will write where the image is formed. Image is formed beyond C. So we will write here image beyond C. Second, whether it is erect or inverted. So when we see it, we are getting it as inverted image. So here we will write it as inverted. Always inverted images are real. So we will write it as inverted, real, inverted. Third, we will write about the size. Now compare the size. size of object, size of image. So image size is bigger as compared to object, so here we will write it as enlarge. So this is about when the object is placed between C and F. Next we will go for case 4. So in case 4, we will place the object at the focus. We will write here object at C. When the object is placed at focus. So how we will get the image? So this is the concave mirror, focus point, center of curvature. Now here we will place object at the focus. This is A and this is B. The object is placed at the focus point. Now we will draw the ray diagram. So first the ray is parallel to principal axis. After reflection it is passing through the focus. Second ray how we will draw means the ray is passing from center of curvature, means the second ray is traveling in this direction, so it appears to be in the which is passing through the center of curvature. So these two rays will meet at an infinity. When the two rays are parallel, means we will consider that these two rays are coming from infinity. So here we will write the properties of image. First, where the image is formed, beyond C. So we will write it as at infinity. We will write image at infinity, because we don't know where the actually image will be formed. It will be formed at a very large distance, so we consider it as image at the infinity. Second, somewhere these two rays will meet means this will form an inverted image, so we'll write it as inverted and real. Inverted images are always real. Third one, size is highly enlarged. So size is highly enlarged. So when the object is placed at the focus point, image will be formed at infinity. And next we will study when the object is placed between focus point and the pole. So we will go for case 5. Object between F and P, means focus point and the pole. If we place the object, how we will get the image? Here consider this is the focus point and here is the pole. Here is the center of curvature, here is the pole. So next we are placing the object at between F and P. When we place between F and P, how we will get the image? So first we will take incident ray which is parallel to principal axis. After reflection it will pass through the focus. So this is the reflected ray. Next ray is passing through the center of curvature. So this is the second ray. So now when we are observing from here these two rays, when we retrace the rays back, these two rays are not meeting, so we will do the extension. So when we extend here, somewhere these two rays will meet. They are not meeting actually, means in really they are not meeting, but we are extending the rays, and here we are getting the two rays at the same coincidence. So this point here we will get the image. So this is A dash and this is B dash. This is A and this is B. AB is the object, A dash, B dash is the image. So in this case, now we will write the properties, what type of image we have got. So we will write here what type of image we have obtained. Image behind mirror. If this is our mirror, image is formed behind the mirror. So here we have writing here image behind the mirror. Second, whether the image is erect or inverted. So image is erect. So we will write it as erect. Always erect images are virtual. Why we are writing it as virtual means these two rays, these two rays are not actually meeting, but we are extending the rays. When we are extending the rays and we are getting the image, that type of image we will call it as the virtual image. Virtual images are always erect and erect images are always virtual, and inverted images are always real. Real images are always inverted. So next, third, about the size. Size, how we are obtaining whether the image size is bigger than the object or smaller than object means it is enlarged. Bigger means we will write it as enlarge. Next we will study about the case 6. Sixth case, object at infinity. When the object is placed at infinity, where we will get the image, and what is the size of that image. So this is our concave mirror. We will draw principal axis, pole, focus point, center of curvature. So now whenever here what we have written, object at infinity. Whenever the object is placed at infinity, that rays will appear to be parallel, means the rays which are coming from at infinite distance, those rays will be always parallel. So here we will take the parallel rays. This is a parallel ray which is coming from the infinite distance, and this ray and this ray, we will take two rays. The two rays are both are parallel because object is kept at infinity. This is the incident ray and this is the incident ray after reflection. See here, this incident ray is parallel to the principal axis. This incident ray is also parallel to the principal axis. So after reflection, both the rays will pass through the focus. These two are the reflected rays, and these two reflected rays will meet at a common point on the principal axis. At which point? At the focus point. So here we will get the image. So here now we will write about the properties of image. Image at focus. Where we are getting the image? We are getting the image at the focus point. So here we will write image at F. Next, whether it is inverted or real, we don't know because it is a point sized. So here we will write it as undefined. Third one, about size, we will write it as point sized. If it is point sized, we cannot say it is inverted or real, but if with the help of ray diagram if we see, then we can say that it is a inverted and real image, because these two rays are actually meeting, actually intersecting at this point, and this point when the rays actually meet, that image is always inverted and that image is real. So and we can, some books will get undefined and some books will get it as inverted real. So this is about the image formation with the help of the concave mirror using the ray diagram. Means with the help of ray diagram we are getting the image, and next at different position. In all these cases we have studied that by placing object at a different position we will get the different images, and those images are having their own properties. Means when we place object at the infinity, image will be formed at the focus. When the object is placed between focus point and the pole, we will get the image behind the mirror. So these are the different images we are getting using the concave mirror at a different position. So this is all about the image formation of the concave mirror.